Is AI taking over the world? Will robots steal our homes and our jobs and our happiness? I don't think so. But let's talk about it. So, maybe you lost your job to AI in some way, or maybe you're scared that you will. And I'm gonna say this is likely a good thing. At least, I definitely think about things more optimistically, but realistically as well. Mainly realistically, but with a dash of optimism. Because I see that AI will take our jobs, but the jobs that no one really wants to keep, like fast food or cleaning, waste management, jobs that are dangerous to our health and our well-being, that have stressful environments. And really, I see a future where AI will take all of the jobs that we have for survival, and all that will be left is people putting time towards something that they're passionate about, or putting time towards working on themselves and just living life, doing hobbies and creating and art and music and being in nature, or spending time with family and friends. And now that's leaning more towards optimism. But wouldn't that be the most ideal use of AI? Of course, there's the possibility that AI could be used to destroy all of mankind, used as a weapon, used in a way that keeps us in this state of fear and suffering rather than rising us beyond where we're at. But I don't think it's going to go that way. I think that there's a lot of potential for AI to take our fast food jobs and our crappy jobs and give many of us an opportunity to do something else with our time. Now, I don't know how it will happen, and actually, the fearful state of mind, I can see how, someone who's barely getting by and then robots take the job, the only job that they have. Maybe they live far away from a city and the only job is Walmart or McDonald's. And how are they supposed to survive? How are they supposed to have a job to make enough money for rent and everything? But when we get to the point where AI is self-automated, or what's the right word for it? AI is doing the jobs that no one wants to do for survival, such as fast food or food in general, building homes, basically, or waste management. Basically, once we get to the point where AI is putting in the work for us to survive, then we don't have to worry about survival at all anymore. Right now, the only reason why everybody's freaking out about having a job is so they can have money for food and for a house and to survive, to continue to feed this body, to have shelter and water and survive. But if AI does that for us, which is a very big possibility, that is, in my humble opinion, the biggest possibility for AI. is to absolutely take away this need for survival, and for us to put as much time and energy as we do put towards it right now. And this generation right now, we've already come a very long way. If you think back 50, 100, 200 years, how much time and energy people had to put towards having a house and having food. The grocery store was not a thing back then. There were markets and certain things, and it took a lot more time and energy. And how far we've come medically and dealing with illnesses, and of course our convenience and comfort and bad diets and lifestyle choices, and of being away from healthy activity and breathing healthy air and having a healthy state of mind, that has caused a lot of medical problems. And then of course there being a medical industry that gets a profit from people being sick, that's a whole nother video. But with AI, we're about to take another big leap for mankind. As in, we're going to go from this comfort and convenience to super comfort and convenience. Or we're going to go towards iRobot, end of the world, AI drones flying around killing everybody because of some world war and some government is trying to keep power, or some individual has a hold, or some hacker who's not right in the head. Something like that could always happen. But I think more optimistically, and as far as we've come as humanity and all the problems we've already solved and everything, we've created a lot more problems. But if you really think about it, where we're at right now, we have not had this comfort and convenience and the capabilities that we have today to solve every single problem that we've ever had involving survival. And so with AI, there's a huge possibility that all of us are not going to have to go to a job for survival. AI will completely change how we live and how we prioritize things, because we'll no longer prioritize time and energy towards making a paycheck to get food on our plate if AI can automate it and just do it and much more efficiently and just be in place where most of the population will not have to do that anymore. And of course there's a lot of people that don't want that. There's a lot of people that want the economy to stay the way it is, billionaires or whatever, people in power who like being on a pedestal, who like being above everybody else, or just being able to make those choices, and having people be in this fear state where they're struggling and where they're willing to go to these jobs because it seems like the only way. And then AI coming in a very self-automated way where only a few people would really have to watch them, but AI really, if programmed right and everything, could watch itself. And if it's programmed right, you don't have to worry about it taking over. It's just like a computer. A computer is not... It's far more advanced, but we program it. So anyone in the right state of mind who's creating these things with some care and some integrity and a collective group of people, we're not going to create it to completely destroy ourselves, unless someone who's just not in the right state of mind, some hacker or someone who has a lot of knowledge and can somehow go past the barriers that all the other people create. And from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure this is true, most people are not that evil. Most people will work together and make sure that AI does not go in the other direction. And the way I see it is, it's another advancement in technology, just like the wheel, just like the car, just like air conditioning and cooler and preservatives and the fuel, everything. That it's another nudge forward and our capabilities of being able to survive with more convenience. And so I would say there's no need to fear AI taking our jobs. But of course, there's that initial fear of still living in a society where you need a paycheck to eat and all these things and feed your family. And if AI does take your job before it goes in the other direction where, well, yeah, there's going to be a gap of time where AI is taking over the jobs and then people are going to be without that job. But I imagine there will be things in place to help those people. And if not, when one door closes, another one opens. And so a lot of people are stuck in these jobs that they don't like, not because they really can't get another job or that they don't have the capability to do something else with their lives. It's because they're scared of going outside their comfort zone. And so AI taking their job will actually just open up another door and force them out because they're not going to be able to go back to their old job. And so I see it as a very good thing and nothing to be scared of, and a huge possibility. As long as we, create it with some type of grace and consciousness of where and what it will be used for and what it's capable of. And what's most important is the people using the tool, not so much how dangerous the tool is. We already have the capability to destroy ourselves many times over right now. And in many ways, in small increments, society is destroying itself. But we're also growing. It's a back and forth. And so AI might cause some damage and people will lose jobs and go through some suffering, and I can't speak for everybody in every single situation. But overall, I see it as a very good thing. Like whenever we created trains and planes and cars, now we're far more efficient. And all the technology we have today is a huge step compared to a long time ago, even just 50 years ago. And so with AI, we'll be able to take another huge step and really just focus on our life and what matters to us beyond just surviving and being in a fearful state of mind. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? Is everything I just said rubbish? Or do you also see that AI could potentially put us all on permanent vacation? Woo! So, not necessarily permanent vacation. But do you also see that AI has huge potential to help us not need low-paying day jobs or any job in general that we don't want? AI could feed the entire world and fuel the entire world and give shelter to the entire world once people allow everyone to have these things. Because that's not so much, that doesn't have to do with technology. We could already do that right now if the system was set up right, or if people were just more conscious and compassionate. But as far as, well, yeah, we don't even actually need any of these jobs necessarily. I mean, we don't need a McDonald's on every single corner or a Walmart in every single city. but people are stuck in their ways, and it looks like this is the direction it's going to go. Is AI is going to start taking over, and you know, it'll probably come to a point where we walk into a store and we're greeted by an AI robot. Or stores where we walk into them will be obsolete and everything will be delivered to us. Although I don't see that going away. I mean, having the downtown scene to go in person is a huge thing. But it seems like a lot of businesses and people want us to go in the direction of online, on a screen all the time, not really leaving our homes too often. But I don't know. Who am I to speak for anyone? What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Are AI robots going to take over the world? I don't think so. I think they'll take over our jobs that we don't want. For the animals! Woo!